Now, I'm just gonna have to change my account to like what it already was because I'm using the other account to stream this. Um, so as you can see, I just uploaded this, and then um, Liminality just uploaded this. What, both of them are okay. This is 25 minutes ago, and this is 45 minutes ago. So I'm gonna watch this.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
So I keep getting these base 44 advertisements that act like it's amazing how you can just type in a prompt and then like the app will be generated, and will like some of the app will be generated, and it's like I don't think um it's not something I would like um for apps that, well, basically like it's not um like something I really want, where an app is like um where the app is being made by the AI after I give it prompts, because I want to make it, um like I want to actually make it. So I don't think there's that many new videos on this channel, so I'll have to look on other channels. I'm gonna have to see where they are. What is this? Oh, I like how they slowly get more creepy. So, I was trying to fix this. This wasn't aligned, and that's why it took a while to turn the video back on. Okay, those are some cool lanterns in that store. I guess that's for some, like, holiday season. Okay, this is a very interesting looking hallway because of the purple and black floor and how it's wide at the end. Like, I think that's just the room actually, but still. It feels very liminal, but not very creepy. Now, this is kind of boring, but it's not creepy, and there's a little path there. It's probably just there because people were walking on it in that path, and then the grass got trampled. It probably wasn't designed that way. I, I don't know what this is, but this looks really fun to be in. Like, I don't know what those are though. Um, okay. Is this private? So I accidentally, um, made the stream private again. The last 3 streams, I streamed the entire stream private. Nobody watched them when they were live, and then, like, later I made them public, but forgot to make this public. So, that's a wide staircase. Those are some interesting lights. That's the cool part of this image. But it's not creepy, is it? What are those shapes on that, like, frame over there? Okay, this is just like an empty, boring mall, I guess. I wonder if this will have music changes. It probably will, because this isn't creepy music, it's kind of calming instead. Um, okay, it's kind of surreal because it's flooded, but I guess this is outside and it was really rainy, but it's not creepy except a little bit with that, like, area over there with those doors. Those look like they're not even functional, like they won't open when you go next to it. So this is so simple and like there's nothing around this, so it's kind of creepy seeing like how they just put benches next to this pot, and I feel like why would they put the sitting places here? Like there's nothing else around. Now it's creepy. So the place itself doesn't look creepy, but the atmosphere does. Okay. Actually no. The place looks creepy because there's like glass ceilings. Okay. Guess what? So do you want to know something crazy? Like the past 3 streams, I accidentally streamed the whole thing on private and no one watched them, and then later I had to make the replays public. And part of the stream I accidentally made private as well. Um, so like I had to make it public when I was watching. Like I had to make it public like a few minutes ago when I was streaming this. Okay, let's go to this. Um, yeah, this is just kind of dreary. Okay, it's probably an old video game, but it looks like this garden is not creepy and it's pretty, but whatever's behind there could be creepy. I don't know. To me, that's what it looks like. Why are there 2 dots over there? Yeah. I thought this would just be a trend when I first heard of it in like um September 2021. That's when I first heard of liminal spaces, like the liminal space subculture, and um I first thought it was gonna be like a trend and like it would die out pretty soon. Even though I really liked it, I thought it would die out soon because it was kind of like it looked pretty niche to me when I first saw it, but it just kept going on, and now I think it's a subculture instead of a trend. Um, but yeah, I didn't know it would be this popular um, until until I saw all those posts about the back rooms, and then I saw it's actually popular. So this room looks, I don't know what it's for, but it doesn't look like dangerous, but it looks weird, I get. Like the vibe is weird, so it's kind of creepy. There's I guess there's just a lot of double doors and that's why it looks strange. That's the horror hotel. Um this looks really cool. This is a photo shoot, but when you look back here it's like, oh, this is not like that fun of a place other than the photo shoot place. So this looks like some kind of weird fake memory of a house that you used to visit a lot. That's what it makes me feel like. There's a lot of lights. That's what makes this look weird for me. That's what makes this look weird. Okay. So the fact that this carpet looks like a movie theater is fun, but up there just looks really creepy. Like I don't want to go there, but it looks like you're having fun because of something that went on there, but the building itself is creepy, so you're also creeped out. Um, okay. This is just some things being stored here, I guess. I don't know. There's not much going on here. I've only. I think I've. Like. Never mind. Um, that's a lot of windows. I really like that carpet, by the way. Okay, I think I've seen this image many times. I like that wall, but I usually don't see those. Level 2, the office. Um, so I saw this channel upload this 20 minutes after I uploaded a video showing some new liminal space rooms I built in the Minecraft Vanilla Europa server. So I was like, I guess I should do a liminal space stream as well, like a reaction stream. So like I have this building that has like a bunch of random liminal space built like rooms and areas in it that I built in Minecraft, like in the Vanilla Europa server, and it has like um I thought of like mm, I thought of like um I guess like I thought people it would be cool if people who saw the rooms that I built came up with their own lore for it, and I've been doing that a little bit, but I'm not gonna tell anyone after until after like they tell me what lore they came up with the building, um, because like I don't want it to like come from whatever lore I came up with it, because I want it to be like um I don't want them to accidentally like take some pieces from mine because I'm the one who built the building, but um the 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 sign, there's a sign next to it that just says liminal space building, so it's telling people that's its actual purpose, but they can still come up with their own lore for like a fictional story of the building. Yeah, I like lore with liminal space images or games or whatever. So by the way, I actually think of there as being two separate kinds of like liminal spaces in Minecraft. There's the ones where it's like the liminal space feeling from the building is like a Minecraft liminal space feeling where like when you remember like old Minecraft worlds you make, you think of those vibes, but this building is like imitating real life liminal spaces, so it's supposed to have like a real life liminal space feeling, which is pretty different actually from Minecraft liminal space buildings. Like, I actually built a Minecraft building that was supposed to be a Minecraft liminal space, but like it's only one of them. It's not like a giant building like the real life liminal space building I built. Okay, let's actually watch this now. That's it looks cozy, but it also just looks so sad for some reason. I don't know why it looks sad. Okay, it's overcast and you're going inside, but this room is really dark, and I think you should go to a different room. Oh, I'm actually gonna show you a compilation of Minecraft or video game liminal space. It's not just Minecraft. It's there was a Baldi's Basics image in there as well. So yeah, this place looks creepy, but it looks like a memory that would be very not creepy, and you'd just be and it would be like very like it would be like a great memory you had where you're like, um, I'm just doing very well now, like that's what you're feeling in the memory, I guess. Okay, the music is gonna switch. Don't, just don't go back there, okay? There's something terrible over there. That's level 0. Level 0 is probably very special because it's like, it's probably very special. So I guess this is just creepy because it's just like the house, but there's no furniture in it. This is clearly for a refrigerator. Corn mazes are creepy at night. Just um, imagine if there was a next spot chasing you through this corn maze, or whatever they're called. Okay, this is creepy because it looks like there's gonna be trees here, but then you look up and it's just like a mirror, like I mean it's just another floor but on the top. Like so these are just tree trunks but without the leaves. Okay, let's see. That would be cooked. Um okay, I think that these kinds of liminal spaces are um underrated. They're rural liminal spaces. Like I think they're really interesting actually. Like okay, so if you didn't know, in 2018 I went to Wyoming and it wasn't like Yellowstone or one of those parts. It was the really like it was the plains that were really like there wasn't much going on there and not many people lived there. Okay, I don't know if they were plains because they were kind of hilly and there were some mountains, but like there wasn't much going on there, and that was the largest liminal space I've ever been in. I think I'll consider it a liminal space, and it was like for hours, seriously, for hours. It was like there was very few things going on there, and there were some times when I saw like individual houses next to the road, and like I didn't see any other buildings around. Um, and I was like, how would someone want to live there? Like, why would someone live there? Like, you would probably have to get a lot of your food like delivered to you. And like it was really I mean, it didn't even feel like the same world as like everywhere else. Like it felt like a different world or like an alternate version of Earth basically where there's a lot less humans on it. I don't know. It felt like whatever goes on there has nothing to do with whatever's going on everywhere else in the world. But back then, I don't think there was a liminal space subculture on the internet, or there was probably like a proto version of it, like a proto version of it. And so, like, I didn't know about the term liminal space back then, so I was like, I didn't know what the feeling was, but I thought it was interesting and pretty lonely because it was like really big. Okay, so yeah, um, that's pretty isolated. It didn't look like this though because it was more hilly and it didn't have all these shrubs. It was just grassy and had like it just had a lot of tall grass. But that's a lot of power lines. So this is in the middle of a city, but it's a small rural city and it looks abandoned as well. This looks interesting. I just um a lot of times I imagine like how would it what would it be like to live like in a rural area, like an actual rural area? Like it would be very yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a church, but the congregation is probably really small because it's a liminal space. I mean, it's a rural area. I don't know what that is. Look at those mountains. They're snowy. Yeah, this is there's no other buildings in this shot, just that building. Okay, that's a lot of power lines. I would not feel comfortable here because if one of them falls, I might get shocked, but they probably won't fall. Oops. Okay. Okay, it's a small grocery store. Um, Someone needs to put the cart back. I guess that's the person's cart that's taking the picture, or like that's what it looks like in whatever story I'm imagining of this picture. So they're about to put it away and then drive home or whatever. Um, the traffic lights are sideways. This is a very um, um, this is well, this has a lot of buildings in the picture, but yeah, it's still rural. Now, these water towers are kind of like um, making this picture look interesting, and as you can see, there are train tracks over there. I think you're a little close. You need to step away from it. Yeah. Um, some I know some places do, but like what's really interesting is I think Japan has blue lights for go instead of green for go because they like there was some language mix up thing going on there and they used blue instead of green. So this is I guess
If a donation makes sense for you right now, I'm asking you to pitch in to the Democratic Party.
okay, this is kind of just like a stereotypical like farm property looking like area, like well like it looks like a stereotypical image of a farm property. These places are kind of fun to drive on where there's like a lot of trees next to them, but this is kind of weird because it's only on one side and it looks like it's artificially planted because they're all like the same height. Okay, another church. That looks like a yard, not like it's that natural, I guess. Like it's still maintained regularly. This image has like dirt on the lens though, from what it looks like. Okay, what kind of place is this? This is very flat, but there's a lot of trees and there's like car tire tracks over there. Now this place is well, I like these images where it looks like it's about to be night and you just are coming home for some reason. Um, that's a gravel road, I think. Um, Now that house is kind of isolated. Most of these are probably in the Midwest of the United States, but some of them are like in the deserty parts of the US, I think. Okay. Um, it's like really dark in this image, except the area the street light is lighting up. Um, I don't know what's going on with that building, if that's like what kind of building that is. Okay, that looks like an old image, but Um, that's um, like that building looks empty and it doesn't have doors on it. Okay, this is a house, but it's like kind of like this part of the yard is kind of not maintained much, and there's a gate back there, and it looks kind of creepy, like whatever's back there. Um, okay, there's just a thin strip of grass between the road and the fence. So this looks like a neighborhood with really large yards, I guess. Okay, it just rained, I guess, and it's another neighborhood. It was like some short power lines, and that's kind of uncomfortable because, like, could you jump and touch one of the wires and get shocked? Okay, this is a kind of neighborhood image that I think looks amazing because the light isn't like perfectly white, it's kind of yellow and also like it's kind of soft, I guess. And um there's like the the houses are kind of close to each other, I guess. Um the houses are on one side, not the other. I don't have much to say about this, like much of this image. That is a pretty large house. I'm gonna show you of the video game Liminal Spaces. Like, this isn't a reaction for me, but there's like a video game Liminal Spaces. Um, okay, it was this image. So, I don't know what game this is, but this feels a little different than like real life Liminal Spaces because it's something that you're playing, like you're playing as a character. I don't know what the game this is either. And it's like someone else is in the space and not you, but you're still witnessing it, usually from their perspective. So they feel a little different. Um, and the environment of the video game makes it feel kind of different from real life liminal spaces as well. I don't know what game this is either, but it looks like there's a glitch over here with the plants. Oh, that's the Stanley Parable, and I think, and there's like a drink that was spilled here. I I don't know. This looks like it would be on a console from the 1990s. I don't know. Um, this looks pretty like realistic for the layout, even though it's a video game little space. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that is creepy. I don't want to go there. If you saw that in real life, that would be even scarier, I guess. Okay, you're in a forest. That's creepy. Is this Slender Man? I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Um, that's a nice pattern, isn't it? Um, I'm just kidding. I like the floor, but not the walls. They're really glitchy looking. I I think I remember a game that looked like that, but I don't remember Like, I don't remember what it was. Okay, that's a bowling game, I guess. I guess that's a Mario game. And there's an exit sign. Wonder what's on the corner. There's a rainbow. Go on the carousel. I don't know. That is a weird carpet. I wonder why the carpet is that way. Um, oh, that's a landline phone. I wonder how old this game is. Okay, that's a Mario game.
One thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough.
This is another one by the same channel. That looks like a really old game. So that's I don't know what game that is. I don't know what game this is either, but look at the sky. It's really clear for a place this lit up. Is this Doors? I think that this is Doors or whatever. I don't know. Okay, a race car. That's kind of small actually. Look at the desk compared to the race car. That's that's pretty smooth lighting. Happy birthday, July members. Are those real clowns or statues? Okay, what I don't even know what's going on here, but the floors are there's 3 different floors in this image. I wonder if that's supposed to be a pool. I don't know. I guess it is. Look at that palm tree. That looks like a hotel with a pool. Okay, there's some computers there. I wonder what the room they're in is, though. Okay, this looks like an office that has very few people. I mean, very few things in it. The TV is outside. I usually don't see TVs outside of buildings. That's a little. That's just the door. There's not much to look at with this image. I wonder what these are saying. Okay, it's a hotel with some candles as the lighting. Um, it's a suburban neighborhood. The street lights look really short. They're as tall as the doors. Okay, these houses all look the same. I guess if you go far enough, you'll fall off the world and die and restart. So, that's a giant pool. I would like to go to that pool. Uh, some kind of police chase thing happened here. Okay, the walls were lighting up the place. That's a high up office, I guess. Okay, this is a school, I guess, or just the library. I don't know. Oh, I guess that's transportation. Okay, there's the Minecraft liminal space in the thumbnail. That's just like a very small fortress tower thing. What's that? I don't know. Oh, there's Roblox.
Culligan of Boise helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also.
I think there was another video game Liminal Space compilation in this channel where it was Baldi's Basics. Like, I remember Baldi's Basics. In one of these. So LSD Dream Simulator has a compilation on this channel. Okay. Places you've seen in your dreams. I don't think that's a real image. That looks like it's CGI, I guess. Oh. Oh, there's different music for each. Um, for each image. I like those. So the lights fell down. That seems dangerous. Uh, okay, I thought I turned this on. So here's the first image. Yeah, that just looks like a game, it's in a game. You might get shocked with these lights. I like when the snow makes things look grayscale. For some reason, it just shows there's a lot of it. This looks very rural. Oh, what's going on here? It looks like some kind of event with the streamers and also that there's so many tents and it looks like there's a truck over there. Oh, this is like where a cryptid is like said to live, I guess, like in the water. Or I guess in the forest as well. Like there's a separate one for the forest than for the water. Okay, this is just one of those dreams where you're like running away from something, but you're too slow and it just catches up to you. That thing is gonna fall, I guess. Very empty airport, that's really weird. Okay, it's a kid's play area, but all the balls are in the ball pit are the same color. Okay, empty mall, okay, I think that's not English. Okay, the empty closing store. Uh, why are there so many rooms and why don't they have doors? And why are there bars like on the walls between the doors? Okay, let's go to another one of these. Okay, those are palm trees, so that gives us a clue as to what parts of the world this might be in. Also, all of those cars are old, so this must be an old picture. What is going on? This looks like it exploded. This has no comments on it. Okay, this is like deep in a rural part of a road trip. There's a table over there. Why is there a table there? And over there, and there, and there. There's a few tables around here. And a single traffic cone. This is like a parking area. Okay, this is definitely a swimming area, but why does it go down like this? Why is there a bunch of stairs? Okay, this is like a fancy, like, luxury pool. It has purple lights in it. Oh, this is a very rundown part of the city. This place is flooded. You don't want to park here. Okay, this place is probably abandoned. I guess it's a theater. That is the biggest laundromat. Um, Look at the size of the washing machines. What even is this? It looks kind of stretched, like the image is stretched from what it was originally like when it was taken. Okay, that's interesting art on the wall over there. Places from an obsolete world.
Some cookies sweeten your holidays, while the wrong ones slow down your math.
Did I just see something flash here? Okay, it's just like a place with poor light, like the lights aren't working very well. That's like a retirement home, I guess. And these are elevated on the off the ground. I wonder what this is for. Okay, it's a waiting room with interesting furniture. Why is there a cone there that was just edited in? Oh, it was removed. Exit. Yeah, the slide is the exit. That's interesting. That's the other side. And there's a smiley ball over there. Okay. Someone needs to put, like, something to sit on in this room. Okay, those are pools. Those are pillars in the pool. Okay, another ankle. Uh, that's a tiny pool. Oh, yeah, that's a movie theater. I guess this is like a dinner place. This is from 5 years ago. This is from 2020 before I discovered the liminal space subculture. Okay, that's a single tree, and it's very snowy. What kind of place is this? Okay, flooded subway. I've seen this a bunch of times. That's dirty, and it looks abandoned. Is that a dock? Um, this is a very clean looking mall, but it's empty looking as well. Okay, that's a parking lot. Okay, that's a tunnel. That's very curvy. I think that's like a ramp for disabled people. There's a bridge on the right side. Um, it's probably to connect two parts of the building that are like just as large as each other. Okay, this is definitely a game because look at that texture. It's so smooth though. That looks dirty and unsafe. Like there's a lot of crime there. That's I like how snowy it is. It's peaceful and it's probably quiet. Okay, a bunch of new apartments being built. I'm gonna go to the channel, um, the channel page. That's not very many images. Places you've seen in your nightmares too. I guess that's those trees are bending. You're alone on this bus. Okay. What are those papers on the floor? So the bridge just ends. It's not even a bridge then, it's just like a diving board looking road. I guess you're just trying to get home, but you're walking home and you just run because this is a very long area with no obstacles. Now, the part that looks kind of creepy with this is the trees are just surrounding it. What even is this? Okay, so you're just in a restaurant at night and okay, that's deep in a woodland. I'm imagining the snow is actually this tall instead of you're crawling in it. That would be interesting. Why is it so hard to see everywhere else? Like, the sky should be lighter than this usually. So you're just escaping an abandoned building. Okay. This is like, you don't even know how deep you are in this building. This is just one of those hallways that are just so deep in the building, it's like, what is this even for? Like, I never knew it existed. Okay, too many skyscrapers. I mean, too many apartments. They're so repetitive. Okay. So, I've. Okay. That is a really long rush, and that's why it's so weird. And there's a. And it's like one row of stalls and sinks. Okay, that's a lot of snow, as you can see from the chair. Oh, it has Minecraft cave sounds. The abandoned Toys R Us. Empty pool. Um, the concrete at the bottom looks so hard and irritating. Okay, why are there coat hangers all around the sides of the walls? Okay, this is a chill room, even though it says places in your nightmares or whatever. Okay, kid's place. This is like 3 a.m. and you're eating a snack or drinking water. Is that a really big fire hydrant? Okay. The tree wants you to just come outside and play instead of you staying here, I guess. Like, that's what it looks like. Okay, interesting looking small trailer houses. This is like a really creepy time of night and something cursed is on the TV. What is even going on here? That's uh, a cursed dining area. This is from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and I don't remember the shot. Like, even without the weird filter, that might be over it. Oh, actually, I think what's this might be like a behind the scenes image of that episode because I don't remember this from the show, but like, yeah, that looks like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 3. SpongeBob, are you in the chair? Okay, that's fine. Why are there bunnies everywhere? Someone released a bunch of them here, I guess. Why are you in this store? It's clearly abandoned. Okay, a little arcade place. This looks kind of fancy. I want to go in the water. Don't fall off. Okay, flooded subway again. I've seen this in the stream already. I don't know what kind of place this is. I guess it's a parking garage. I'm just imagining you like were going to get a snack or whatever, and it was really late, but you just saw these bubbles coming from that room, and you're like, who blew them? And you look at the next room they came from, and you don't see anybody there. Like, and you're like, who blew them? Like, who's pranking me? Did someone break in? Just kidding. This is quite a casual, like, classic liminal um looking image. Okay, there's a drinking fountain there. This is a very fancy building. Oh, that's red. A lot of this I don't recognize from Minecraft, by the way. Okay, what are these rooms next to each other? It's just a school at night, I guess. I think I've seen this image many times. What is that character over there? Is that even a character? I don't know. That's like a shop, I guess. That's like an alleyway, and that's like an entrance to from the like to the back of the building. Uh, it's a shower image with a bunch of tiles that are fancy. This one is just like it really gets me because why is there furniture on top of the door? Yeah, okay. Wow, this is from 5 years ago. This is from October 2020. This is the like early on with the liminal space subculture. You know, okay, I guess it's a kid's playing area, but it looks awesome. What is that? Like, why is there a, what is that door over there? It's a video game. That wooden trash can doesn't look like it belongs there. Okay. Are you like on a parachute? That's weird. That's a weird angle. It's this room with the really weird staircases. Okay, it's just some empty place where tables are or and shelves are probably supposed to be set up usually. Okay, that's the grocery store. So I heard about the backstory of this image, and there was a person standing close to the left of this, but this shot doesn't have them in it, so it looks like you're alone in it. Uh, these are some cool pool rooms. And for some reason, there's a bunch of colors on that curtain, on those curtains. What's behind them? Okay, this is a slightly unsettling room up the stairs. Okay, that's definitely a park with an outhouse over there. Oh, there's a house close by. That's nice. Something weird's gonna go down tonight in this park. Okay, the kitchen is right next to that door. Okay. What even is this? There's so many weird lights up there. Okay, that's definitely a skating rink. Oh, I like the glow in the dark stars on there. Places you've seen in your dreams too, okay. Okay, that inside that house with that room with the light on looks very nice. Okay, two exit signs. This must be a school. Are you gonna climb on that roof? That's gonna be irritating. Okay, those are apartment blocks, I guess, with weird windows. Like there's a weird window over there. The other window looks normal though. So this is creepy because why is it so dark in this house? Even though like it's clearly daytime out there, and there's a light over there. Why is it so dark? Like, I know the lights on the ceiling are off, but that's so dark. Hey, shopping cart, don't be shy. I'm gonna use you to shop with, okay? Okay, that looks like an ugly, like, part of the city, I guess, and there's trains. Okay, are those Christmas lights or are those like just for general decorations? Okay, that's an old mall. Uh, that's deep water. Okay, there's a bridge over there. The ball pit, um, over there. That it just rained and there's like autumn trees. I guess it's a laundromat. Oh, it's a nice pool over there. Okay, that's just like so old. Um, that's a really steep road. Okay, the arcade room over here. This side of the building looks like it's mostly for employees. It's a big parking garage. Why do these houses look that way? They look interesting. Okay, that's just there's not much to look at in that picture. Okay, an arcade, restaurant. Why is there a sewing machine there? This is a like an old room, but um, yeah, it's old. Pennsylvania. That's a coal train. Okay, that's for birthday parties, I guess. That's a lot of umbrellas. I guess this is an office building. Okay, driving into this empty looking building. I mean, city. That is an old looking, uh, laundromat. Okay. May, this is from May 21st, 2020. This is really early. Oops. Yeah, the Backrooms creepypasta is from 2019, so I guess this subculture was around back then. So, okay, that's like a really short angle. Okay, another school, and that's like a thin stair. Okay, store closing, huge discounts. Okay, very empty. That's another abandoned mall, it's dark. There's a bunch of paper, like, birds hanging over there. Okay, another abandoned mall. That TV's showing something interesting. Another abandoned mall. Why is that on the ground? Somebody's over there. Okay, flooded train tracks. Nighttime playground. Backyard with. That's like a greenhouse. Okay, another playground at night. Um, both sides of this hallway are outside. Old mall, new. I don't even know what kind of building this is, but it looks pretty modern. Okay, that's. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty tall. Okay, train tracks over there, and it looks old. Okay, some these buildings are. These buildings are kind of ornamented. Okay, that's a hospital. Okay, there's the movie theater. Oh, that image is crazy. That is from the movie that I forgot the name of. The Shining, I think. Hi. Um, that was posted in like 2023 or 2022. I don't know. Disturbing images that feel strangely familiar. Okay. Yeah, this is an old image. This is an old compilation. Uh, yep, that's just some kind of house room that is dark. Okay, that's like uh an electric fence. That's like okay, that's like sleeping on the ground, or I guess that's a bed. I don't know. There's like a closet with shoes. Those are fancy lights. I guess that's some kind of weird old technology. Okay, that's run down. That's very clean. That's dangerous. Okay, there's graffiti on there. That's a big old building. Uh, okay, play area. Okay, carnival. Oh, swings. Okay. What even is this for? Uh, maybe don't go in the middle of the street. Okay, that's a downtown. What kind of... I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a hospital. Um, okay, a bunch of housing complexes. That that's a weird sign over there. Okay, just some parking. Uh, okay, that's a um that's a large building. This is also from May 2020. Very old. Okay, there's an arch over there. That's not even a picture of a room, that's just a table. Okay. There's that's a large eating area. That place is abandoned. Uh, that's fancy. Okay, this is another eating area. That's just some kid's toy, I guess. Is that a roller coaster? Okay, a baseball diamond. Okay, that's for really young kids, and it's a library. A water park. Uh, uh, that's some nice flooring, wooden flooring. There's like figures hanging from the lights. Hopefully they don't melt. Okay, those roads are blocked off with cones. Uh, that's a very vertical staircase. Okay, a little playground. That's a kid school place, I guess. What is even going on here? It's abandoned. Okay, that's a very white hallway. Okay, a foggy playground. That's the train track area I talked about earlier in the stream. Okay, that's a lot of cheese. That looks like it's from a game. Oh, look at those mountains. I wonder if that's a real image or like edited. Okay, just go to the right. That's a gravel road, very plain image. Oh, those are some old computers. That's a lot of cool items here. Oh, we're recreating liminal space pictures in Minecraft. Okay.
Liminal spaces. We all know what they are.
Yeah.
They're like if you took this crap. I bang your desk, freaking idiot. Liminal spaces. We all know what they are.
Yeah. Are they gonna recreate this? So yeah, I have been talking about early in this stream how I've been making images that look like real life liminal spaces, but like they're not trying to recreate actual images or actual liminal space I've been to. They're just trying to look like they would be in real life with some like Minecraft context things added to them. But they're they're they can get like crazy, the ones in my building, but this person's actually trying to recreate the images in Minecraft. Okay, that was quiet, so I'm gonna like make this louder for you, or okay, even better, I'm just gonna um
Took this crap. Liminal spaces. We all know what they are. They're like if you took this crap. I banged the desk, you freaking idiot. Liminal spaces. We all know what they are. See this image right here? Time travel 20 years into the past. Remove all of these people, and boom, you get this image. Liminal space. It's basically any nostalgic place with a lack of people, life, and things are usually slightly off. Like in this photo, because it's AI generated. Yeah, I know. Crucify me.
okay, well that I didn't think that was AI generated. Like that was really realistic looking.
I had to. AI generated. Yeah, I know. Crucify me for using ChatGPT. I had to. I couldn't.
I mean, it definitely looked like a liminal space, so ChatGPT knows how to make those now.
Wow. I just liminaled all over this space. So with that being said, let's rebuild some of these liminal spaces inside of Minecraft. Alright, here's the first image. It appears to be a bunch of large buildings in a field of blue flowers. These buildings are on a hill. Yeah, I can build this. I can definitely build this. I can make this work. Here we are in a super flat world. Just creative mode. I was gonna do an actual Minecraft world and try to find a seed that would work, but I really
Oh, look at those clouds. That's a resource pack that
do think that this would
they're using.
just be so much easier if I just do it in a super flat world. So that's where I'm gonna do it. It's kind of weird because I don't know where to start, but like I could start anywhere. I just have to be away from, I guess, that building. All right, all right, yeah. We'll just start right here, I guess. So the very first thing, it seems like it's a mix between blue and red flowers. So I'm just gonna plant a bunch of cornflowers and roses. Or what? No, wait, sorry, poppies. Yeah. I still don't call them by the right name. Yeah, I think this is just where we start, unfortunately. So let's get cracking. What is life? In the intro, So I'm in the interest of creating these photos, or recreating these photos, the most accurately I possibly can. So that even comes down to
That's what I wanted. I was hoping they wouldn't be like, I'm gonna change this for like no reason. Um, or like I wouldn't be as frustrated with this, but I was also like, I hope they don't change this because like to be totally different because they can't find an accurate way to recreate it in Minecraft. Like they should just try their best, I guess. But no, they're trying to recreate this accurately, and that's what I wanted from this video.
to the like exact flower placements in the photos. And it seems like they kind of branch out to the side of it here. Maybe have like a little pocket right over here. It also depends on the angle that I'm viewing them from too. I think that this is our angle basically. I think it makes sense to view things from right about here, maybe a few blocks up, probably something along those lines. And I am realizing something now. There are hills, so I'm gonna have to actually like lock in and totally terraform this area. So I guess I'll just finish some of the flowers first and then move on to that. It seems as we go on, there's less and less of these blue flowers, so I'm just kind of like sporadically putting
I guess it's kind of a gradient.
them throughout it, and then I'm gonna completely phase them out eventually. And now, before you guys say anything in the comments about placing things with like build commands, I don't know how to use them, and plus, I like building things by hand, so I'll stick to the old-fashioned way. Let's check and see what we have so far. Oh, I have a long way to go. Very, very long way to go.
Okay.
Later. Alright, hill time. Hill climb racing. No, I'm sort of thinking
he's definitely tired.
that we can cheat this hill because half of it's not even in frame.
Okay.
Maybe even more than half, so I'll probably just stop like right here.
There's gonna be a bunch of monsters spawning on there under there soon, and you're gonna hear them.
Oh my gosh, that's almost exactly where it is in the photo. I think I do need to make it cut in more though.
Oh yeah, make it cut in
Alright,
a little more.
now on
A little more.
to the difficult part. The buildings. Seems like they're on a sort of rocky, stony top, or bottom, I mean foundation, whatever you want to call it.
I guess that should be using regular stone.
So I'm thinking some terracotta,
Okay.
probably the
Yeah, light gray and normal terracotta along with light to... Quick question. Actually, what the heck does Agartha mean? I actually don't even know. Like, first it was this Tung Tung Sahar thing, and I didn't know what that was, and now people are saying something about some Agartha. Can somebody actually please tell me what that means? Because...
I wonder if anyone who's going to be watching this knows what those are. Well, I think the first one is from Italian brain rot, but I don't know about the second.
I am extremely confused. Like, extremely confused. I don't have any frame of reference here. I haven't looked it up, so just like in the comments, just tell me what you think it means. Or what it actually means, preferably, because I'm confused. 25-minute timer. 25 minutes. Stop. Okay, so I figured, yet again, just like with these hills, they're kind of like half done or whatever. I'm going to cheat with this here because look at this. Since we're only recreating the photo, if you come right here, you get a pretty good view of what you need to get a view of. So if I just kind of fade these sides out, it's going to look pretty much perfect. Work smarter, not harder, guys. I'm going to do one more layer and then kind of like fade it out. Alright, these buildings should be pretty easy. I'm thinking either cyan terracotta or some other variation. We're great. Light. So obviously it's a liminal big to make it. What if we bring in some to give that weird? It's crazy. That in. Let's see how that looks. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay, that looks like the image.
Oh my gosh, that looks way better without shaders. I do need to figure out a way to mark all these animals though. Like slash kill at A. Oh, that murders me too. Oh crap. Oh, thank you. Alright, now I can kill everything, including myself. Wish there was a better way to do that. And now nothing should spawn. And we can have our liminal little thingy work perfectly. So I do have fog in this mod, so I am going to up the render distance by a considerable margin. What are you doing? You can't be here. The command only like catches up later, I guess. Alright. So I do believe that is our first liminal space recreated. Of course, I'm going to squash this photo and do a side-by-side comparison because I'm not making a bunch of flowers if I don't need to, you know? I don't need to make a bunch of stuff if I don't need to.
Okay. That's I guess the best they can do with that, but why is that so tall? Like, I don't see that over there.
Alright, that is our first build done, so I guess we're just going to go right on to the next one. I'll see you there.
No die, I guess. I don't know why you're doing this.
So I'm just going to start going through here and seeing what will work.
Oh, this looks like a render, not a real place. It's probably not a real place, because usually, I mean, that looks like a pool room's place, and usually those places aren't actual places.
The best for this sort of liminal hallway pool area. Possible block. I'm thinking about it quite a bit, and I think that the best possible block I could use are quartz bricks. I mean, I think personally that this lines up almost perfectly from what we're seeing in this photo. Now, another thing I was thinking about recreating were the shadows in this. I feel like the shadows in this photo are a lot more important than the last one that we did. So maybe we'll use shaders for the final photo here, as opposed to the last one, which I do think did better without the shaders. I just think it looks a lot more liminal without them, especially from like a further distance. Like I think it looks like a little bit more creepy with distance. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started on building a kind of just sketch for this. That should be good. I think that's long enough. Because the goal here is that we're around this close-ish, and then, you know, that's all you can see. Looks like, because I'm looking at the grid for this now, right? And I can almost divvy up every section of 4 cubes, these little tiny cubes, into one Minecraft block. So I'm counting, it looks like the pool is about 3 blocks upward. It might be a bit big. I'm gonna try 2. Yeah, we're gonna count every round. 6 little cubes is 1 block. That's probably fair. Actually just hit above 250 subs, so 200 themselves. Hopefully this year we can hit and all sorts. So while I'm here, I guess I might as well say that I do have a Discord server. Alright, now I just need some water. Where? There we go. Oh, this never gets unsatisfying.
It is
Just
satisfying.
beautiful, look at it.
It is satisfying.
Ah, look at that. We're already so close. Now, something I do notice in this photo, which kind of annoys me, is that the water's green, and I'm wondering if there's a way to, like... You can't, like, change the biome, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a way to do that, is there? Oh yeah, also, guys, by the way, Happy New Year. I didn't even, like... It's not even registering. Registering? Yeah, it's not even registering for me. I went to bed at 9:30 last night. I was, like, completely done. And then waking up this morning, it doesn't even feel like it's 2026, I swear. It just feels like it's 2025 part 2. Although people are saying apparently that this is the new 2016.
2026 is 2000 season 27.
I guess I can kind of feel that. Memes are kind of resetting. People are becoming more comfortable with just, you know, being edgy and stuff. So hopefully you know, I'm actually gonna, I might cut up everything I just said. I'm gonna beep it. I said something about the platform that I'm recording for. That's all. Please don't look here, YouTube. We're good. We're cool, right? I'm family friendly and appropriate. Okay, I actually haven't even tested if this happens to be tall enough or not. I'm assuming it will be, because we're going to take the photo zoomed in a bit like this, and obviously the top part here of the photo has a slanting roof, so we can use upside down stairs for that and do a little bit of a dealio like this. And that's probably all we have to do, to be honest. Oh. Alright.
They should they should make this a series, and maybe a bunch of comments are saying that, so maybe they are making this into a series.
Last block. We're done with the roof. Boom. Oh. Boom. I mean, boom. There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're close. Now I just gotta bust some walls down. Alright, wall be busted. Alright, I think that's gonna help quite a bit. Yeah, that gives us a lot more water to work with. Alright, in the photo you couldn't see this wall, so I'm gonna have to tuck this behind a bit more. Okay, so this is how far I'm guessing I'm going to have to go in this hallway. I don't know, maybe it'll have to be a bit longer. I think at the end of the hallway I'm going to place black concrete just to give that, like, immersion of a shadow. Alright, what's, like, the blackest thing in the game? Definitely black concrete. I guess we just do that. It's turning my black, but I feel like it could get blacker. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is turning my brightness all the way down. I think that'll actually help a lot.
Okay.
And then another thing I am noticing here is some light coming out, so I think these ochre frog lights, like ochre, like Shrek. Okay, it looks like there's around 4 of these little lights, so I'll separate them by around 3 blocks. then I think we can actually do our first photo test. That's actually kind of exciting. I didn't think I'd finish it this quick. All right. So we got to get rid of this. I don't know what this bulge is doing here. Okay. Now we just need to make a chair. It's actually pretty accurate to how the chair is in the photo, to be honest. All right. Now, let's see. With shaders and
Okay,
our brightness
that looks-
turned all the way.
That looks very accurate
down.
with the shaders.
Honestly, that's a really good recreation.
Yeah.
I'm actually really
I
tempted
guess.
to figure out exactly how we can get these light shadows proper, so I'm going to enclose the top really quick. Just really quick, because so far, I mean, look at this. That's like as close to 1-to-1 I've ever gotten a photo to be. So I am going to very quickly do some touch-ups, and I will see you back with the final product. Are you guys ready to see the finished product?
Are you
I think
ready?
it turned out really, really good. So let's take a look. Waboom! A 1-to-1
They changed the chair.
the recreation of the photo. Wait, there we go. Waboom! Look at that. That's like super accurate. We can even fly a little bit to put the chair in the exact proper spot. I mean, look at how accurate that is. That's ridiculous. So yeah, there you have it. There is our second liminal space. I guess a little tour. You got our chair, walls, our second little area here, our hall, our lights. I used the frog lights. I replaced some of this with more black concrete. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. I broke some holes in the ceiling to get the proper lighting on our chair here, as you can see. Sort of similar to how it was in the photo. And I finally figured out how to use a /fill command, so I just put this big black concrete slab on top of here. But yeah, there is the next liminal space fully completed.
Okay, I wonder if this is a render or like an actual image.
Alright, now that that one's all fully completed, we can move on to our third and final build. Oof, I've been recording this over the course of like 3 days, so sorry if the voice has changed. Anyway, let's... there's nothing to see there. Okay, so, I guess I'll just build it, like, right here. So, this next image we have... Oh, wait, I have to actually pull it up. Alright, yeah, okay, so here we are. I have the image.
I don't even know.
We're gonna get started. And one thing that I am realizing is that a part of this, there are clouds going up from the buildings. So we're going to have to use shaders and move the cloud height down, I guess? That seems like it's the only option. So we're going to have to figure this out really quick. This should be good for now. So the clouds are on the floor. I'm actually going to turn them off for now because they're annoying, but then we'll enable them later. So glad I figured that out because that took a ridiculous amount of time. That shouldn't have taken me 10 minutes to figure out how to make the clouds go down. That shouldn't have taken me that long, but we're just going to get started right now on the actual build. We don't need to go super crazy to all up. And now the next thing I'm thinking for this floor pattern is we're definitely going to use terracotta. I don't know which one yet. I haven't actually extensively looked at them. So there's orange glazed, this brown glazed, and this gray glazed. All look like pretty good candidates, I'm not gonna lie. We'll probably just make the floor out of all the same one. Ah, guess what? I know ball now. I can use the /fill command if I remember how to do it. It's oh, I did it! I'm such a genius. Oh my gosh! And it's all perfectly perfect and everything's great. Oh my gosh! I figured it out and I'm amazing. Now that we got the first part of the floor up, this is going to be real easy. I'm thinking obviously orange concrete for the pillars here. It makes the most sense. So let's just get right into that. You know, I feel like this is actually such a nice change of pace compared to this last one. This last one was very tedious. This one feels like there's a little bit more, like,
Yeah, the last one took a long time.
I guess, creative freedom that we can have. So that's nice
Oh,
to see.
I guess they're saying they had to make it very specific, and yeah, they had to make it very specific as well.
This looks like it's a garbage can. So honestly, like, yeah, red shulker box. That's basically a garbage can. Yeah, there's so much more like creative freedom here. Actually feels like I can just kind of go ahead and build, you know? Now again, like the previous two photos here, I think it's really important to have proper framing. I think that's the most important thing, honestly. Like, the way the build looks is important, yes, but I feel like the way that you actually frame it and make it look is far more important than any amount of, I guess, decoration you could do, or all that. Alright, let's see. Iron bars seem like they're over in this area by this garbage can, but also, like, mixed with glass. It almost looks like we have, like, a bit of a...
I don't know what they're talking
like a
about.
caged off...
Because I don't remember that in the image.
room area? That actually combines up really nice. Jeez, why was that so difficult to place for, like, no reason? Alright, we're gonna knock these down a bit, because I want to be able to make the ceiling a decent low height. Alright, let's say we're gonna make the ceiling out of... I'm thinking we go out of full screen, okay. I'm thinking probably lapis, but it also looks like the block has a sort of border on it, and there's not really many options for blocks that have borders on them. So I gotta think for a second. Okay, yeah. I took a look at all of the blue blocks, and I honestly think, yeah, lapis is going to give me the most absolutely close color that I could possibly get, so we're going to use lapis. I think it just makes the most sense, to be honest. A lapis ceiling it is, and then I do have an idea for the lights that I'll be able to show you later. Okay, so this is where the photo is going to be taken from, literally right here. So this is kind of perfect. So it does look like we have a wall over in this area blocking things off, so I'm going to use a little bit of gray concrete. I think that's kind of perfect, right? And then we'll finish up the ceiling at some point. It's probably like right about here, right? That probably makes sense. For some reason, I'm doing like Florida Gators colors. I don't even know what they're a team for, but this is their color palette. It's the orange and blue. What are the... Are they like... They're not a football team. Are they a... Jeez, what are they? A hockey team? I don't know. Anybody from Florida, let me know what the freaking Florida Gators are. The only reason I know they exist is because my grandpa was like... had a ton of merchandise from them. I literally don't know what kind of sports team they are, though. I'm drawing the fattest blank at the moment. Okay, this does look like it stops about...
They should have used the fill command for that as well. The ceiling as well.
one before, and then has like a white trim. So we'll do the white trim here, and then we'll probably, to be honest, just use normal quartz. Yeah, that's literally the color. That's the exact color it is in the photo. I'm going to try again, yet again, to use my newfound mastery of the /fill command. Wish me luck, because I don't want to destroy anything. And then lapis, block, enter.
Okay, they used it.
There we go. Okay, so it went a little bit higher than I expected, but it is at the right height, which is what matters. And so far, I mean, I will say it.
Oh, now I know what they're talking about with this iron bar, like, room over there.
This is an extremely accurate recreation of the photo. The only thing that kind of bothers me is that there's a lot more swirling floor patterns, so I might have to change that up, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I want to work on the lights next. So my idea for the lights is to use a sea lantern and hell oak button. I think either that or a trap door. So we'll see how we can make this look. So our first light is quite literally right here. So there's the button or trapdoor. I'm thinking the trapdoor looks better, to be honest. Like, there's the button. It just looks kind of like dingy. Like, it doesn't really look like there's anything there. I kind of like that better. I don't think it really matters that much. It's such a small little detail. I really don't think it matters. Okay, so there's going to be more lights. So there's one here. It's the best part about working with a grid is that you can see where everything is lined up. Like, each of these blocks is basically an individual one. That does mean the scaling's a little bit off, but not off by such a large degree to where it, like, looks abnormal. Okay, it looks like there's, like, a little thing here, so I'm gonna get a piece of gray glass, I guess, and just kind of... Yeah, sure. just adding little decorations here and there, I feel like really helps. Now, one thing I am going to change at the end of this is I'm going to make this fog distance come a lot closer, and I feel like that's actually going to really help with kind of the effect that we're going for. And then we'll see how this looks. Quake Pro? Do you think? Or do you think we should actually zoom it in more? Like maybe a bit, maybe like 65? You have this kind of effect going on? Okay, so /fill. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's just try this. Let's just try this first. Because the building does actually have to stop going up at a certain point. So we need it to stop around right here. And another detail I did notice was it kind of has these little groups.
There's really not much I'm thinking of to say at this part. They're just kind of building this image, and I don't know how accurate it is, so I'm not saying how accurate I think it is, because like I'm not really looking at the image right now.
Oops. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So like there's these little areas that are cut out, and it's kind of offset like this. Does that make sense? And hopefully if we get this right, the clouds will be covering up this bottom area, so it'll really look like these buildings are coming out of nowhere and are like extremely tall. It's all about cheesing the photo. Like I said, it's just about cheesing the photo and making it look how it does in the photo with basically camera tricks. I think we have a winner right here. Look at that.
Okay, that's the best one now.
That is the building, almost unmistakably. Of course, recreated in Minecraft, but I think it's pretty close. Let's go do these other ones quick. Okay, I think I figured this out. So let's try to mess with these clouds now. What have I done? What is happening? I've broken the photo. Why is there lines? What am I looking at? I think we got it. I think we actually just got it.
Okay, yeah, that looks like it's coming out from there. If you don't look at the cloud, they're showing the ground with the contrast.
I think that's the photo.
There we go. That looks like the photo.
I'm gonna be honest. So where are we looking in the photo? Right around here? Ladies and gentlemen, I think I completed it. So for some reason, what I was trying to figure out was how to get the shaders to work with the fog, but when you turn the shaders on, it deletes the fog. I don't know why it does that, but the fog is like most of the photo here. And I think I really recreated that. I think this might be one of the best ones. I was going to try to recreate
There's
the
only
floor pattern,
3 of them, so there's the best one, the worst one, and the middle.
but I'm going to be honest, I don't know how I would do that and make it look good. These swirls really aren't possible in Minecraft, so I kind of thought maybe just doing a sort of trippy, repeating floor pattern would work just as well with the terracotta. It works. Maybe it could be a bit better, but honestly, I think that I did a pretty good job at recreating this photo. And that is the last one. That's the last one for this video. Took me 42 minutes. Not bad. That's about the same amount of time it took for every other one because I'm a slow builder. But I did learn how to use fill commands in this video, so that's nice, I guess.
Okay, that's the actual image. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I think that's on the outside of the glass, not the inside. Um, yeah, I'm just looking at all the details. I forgot this wasn't going all the way up, like this wasn't a window, this was just like a glass wall. That's kind of, um, never mind. That was a long video, but it was very interesting. I like this.
Some cookies sweeten your holidays, while the wrong ones.
It's almost been an entire year since I've made a video on.
So they find the pop. They find the location of popular liminal space images.
Liminal spaces, and that's kind of crazy considering that my channel was built off of finding the locations and origins to popular liminal space images. So I thought I'd make up for some lost time and bring back the most popular series on my channel, and hopefully by doing this I can kickstart a liminal space renaissance. And the 7th installment,
A renaissance? I guess it died out in 2023 to 2025. Maybe it's gonna come back soon.
of finding the locations of popular liminal spaces.
I think this is gonna be a subculture that will just like get really popular and then get a lot less popular, like each of, and then get back to popular a bunch. Like it's gonna do that at a regular pace of like 2 years or whatever. Like, but it's not really gonna be forgotten for a long time.
If you're not familiar with this series, or even with what liminality is, then I highly suggest you start with the original video that I made. This video single-handedly changed my life. I thank
Oh, that's nice.
everybody who's ever watched that video, and to all the people who are watching right now. That said, sit back, relax, get the video to 10,000 likes, and enjoy.
It's at
There's going to
27.
be
It's at 27,000. You reach the goal.
plenty of familiar faces helping me out with this one, so that'll be fun. Maybe your favorite YouTubers in this video. And you're actually going to want to pay attention and stick around for the entire thing.
Oh, that's your map where you show the actual place they were taken in. Like, the actual part of the country they were taken in.
There's a pretty big announcement.
Oh, that's next to the Great Lakes. That's the backrooms image.
It's somewhere in the video. The first image is this one. It's what seems to be an obscure hotel with an indoor pool. There's plenty of liminal photography of weirdly built hotels. I mean, one of the most popular locations is the Heathrow Airport Hotel, which is weird in its own right, but this one I'm talking about is on a whole nother level. There's a random balcony area that leads to nowhere. There's a ton of pools and hot tubs that probably make the inside of this place super humid and mildewy. And finally, there's a ceiling above everything, which really ties it all together. To begin with the search for this odd hotel/prison, I used the Google Lens tool and searched for matching results. Then, right away, we got our answer: the Hilton Head Resort.
Okay, that was easy.
I found other angles of the resort from sites like Zillow, and here we can see a more clear picture of what it looks like. It's still a little weird. Thankfully, I didn't have to really search at all, but the location for this one is the Hilton Head Resort in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. If you plan on making a trip to this cursed place, there's a ton of swimming pools, a nice beach next to the resort, and it turns out there's even a running track that was hidden in the liminal
There's a running track. Okay. Don't fall into the pools.
space. Before we move on, I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you guys an indoor pool hotel not that far away from me. Let's see if it's as good as the one I was just talking about.
Okay.
Fine, you can get a video, say hi. Okay. Is everybody flaking on me right now?
I think so. You see of your mom? Who's my biggest fan? Tub?
Tub would answer.
Tub would answer.
Dang. Oh, here we got my buddy Aiden. Yo, say hi to a vlog.
What the hell up?
Dude, look where I'm at. Dude, I'm in Amarillo.
What?
What would you rate the image? Or, not the image, what would you rate this real life place out of 10?
Shit, I'd give it like a 7 or 8. That's pretty good.
That's higher than the one we went to in Oklahoma City, if you remember. What would you rate this liminal space?
Wait. Okay, that's not the actual image, right? Like, that's just a place that looks similar, I guess.
Like a 6.5. You gave that a 6 out of 10. So this is higher.
Yeah.
Alright, well thanks for answering. In the back rooms right now. As a 40-year-old woman, how do you feel about liminal spaces?
I'm 39.
No, okay, go. What do you think about liminal spaces? What do you think about this place? Is it?
Oh, this is so liminal. This is the definition of liminal.
She's faking it.
Okay, those are some pictures he took of that place.
This picture appears to be taken inside of a gas station or convenience store. To start off, I looked up liminal space skylights on Google because the skylights in the image are the most notable thing about it. The first result was of a 4-year-old post on the liminal space subreddit. I took this photo in a store while on a road trip. Fake skylights are so uncomfortable. This post was made by the person who took the photo, but we still don't know where it was taken. I looked through the comments for any answers, and there it was. I found this in a little town in England called Badshot-Lee. I was only in there for some snacks, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to snap a photo. Badshot-Lee is a small village in England with a population of 1,500 people. Even though we know that the picture was taken in this village, we still don't have the exact location. After analyzing the photos a little more, I noticed something. On the top right shelf, you can make out the word Premier, which is the name of many convenience stores in the UK. So I looked up Premier convenience stores in Badshot-Lee, and there it was. You can even see the skylights from outside of the building.
Oh, that's the image. This one is in the United Kingdom instead. They're gonna have like separate parts of the map, so it's not like really like, instead of showing like a large part of the world map.
Building on Google Street View.
This photo used to be the most upvoted post on the liminal space subreddit. These days, it's now at number 3 of all time. And for good reason. This room is meant to be filled with people. There's hundreds of chairs, but no one's sitting in them. In my opinion, it's a
Is that a casino?
perfect liminal space. There's so much, yet so little going on. Anyway, the title of the post says, "My girlfriend works in a bingo hall and sent me this." I figured that the OP would also drop the location of the bingo hall in the comments section, but they never did, which means I have to find it myself. I started out by looking at the image and saw the words buzzbingo.com in the background. Buzz Bingo is a chain of bingo halls exclusive to the UK. They have around 82 locations in total, so I ended up going through each one that showed up on Google. There were quite a few Buzz Bingo halls that had similarities, but weren't the exact place. For instance, this is the carpet seen in the liminal space, full of these little squares, and only a few other bingo halls had the same carpet. The unfortunate part is that the rooms wouldn't have the same layout seen in the image, or the lights on the ceiling wouldn't match. Eventually, I went through all of the ones I could find on Google and found no matches. So then I came across a website called bingotastic.com, which has a complete archive of every single bingo hall that's ever existed in the UK. I quite literally looked through every single Buzz Bingo hall that's ever existed. And after nearly an hour of searching, I never found the one seen in the liminal space. I'm sorry, guys. I've never felt so defeated before.
So, I don't know why they put that in the video, but I guess it's still interesting to see this, how they tried to find it, and the information they found of like where it could be.
I feel like the location is so close yet so far. Either this guy's girlfriend works in the back rooms, or I'm too stupid to find the place. It's probably the back rooms option. The bottom line is that this was taken inside of a Buzz Bingo hall. I just can't find which one.
This image has been around for many years at this point, and is even the reference photo for Backrooms Level 164. I ended up finding the picture rather quickly, as searching it on Google led me to its origins. It comes from this 3-year-old Reddit post from the Liminal Space subreddit. The poster says that these pictures were taken in a neighborhood in Tulum, Mexico, and after searching Google Street View for a while, I found the
There it is.
area where the photos were snapped.
If you're not familiar with the wacky Pomo aesthetic, then let me tell you about it real quick. According to the aesthetics
At Wayfair, we bring style to every get-together. We brought wings.
You mean these wingback chairs?
wiki, wacky Pomo is defined as a marketing aesthetic popular from the early 1990s to mid-2000s, primarily in children's marketing. It relies on cartoonish visuals associated with mid-century 1940s to 60s cartoons. There is a plethora of media and things that fit into this category of style, but my favorite instances of wacky Pomo are the pictures I'm showing on screen. For whatever reason, I'm super drawn into these over-exaggerated scientific Mad Lab settings. You used to see a lot of this stuff on Nickelodeon, or even children's museums in the 2000s and early 2010s. Now, I say all of this because the liminal space I'm showing embodies all of the characteristics I just talked about. From the cartoonishly large pipes to the artificial grass, this place is straight from a 2000s fever dream. Thankfully, as usual at this point, I was able to search this image for matching results, and I found the location pretty quick. The photo was taken at the Berjaya Times Square theme park in Malaysia. It opened
That's really far away from the others.
back in 2003 and is still around to this day. Cool picture, wacky Pomo based, this looks like a lot of fun.
I feel like this photo has been around since the initial boom of liminal spaces back in early 2020. It's a solid image as it evokes feelings of familiarity along with unease.
Just why is there a shopping cart over there?
Why are we outside of this house? Why is the inside of the house empty? And how did the shopping cart get there? Well, if you look a little closer at the picture, you can actually tell that it's not real. It's CGI. My
Oh,
speculation
yep.
would be true,
I was just wondering that a few seconds ago.
as I found this post on the Liminal Space subreddit from 4 years ago. It credits the image to an artist called 918 on Facebook, and so I looked into more of their work. They've been behind
So this doesn't have a location where you can show it. It's CGI.
many popular liminal spaces, and now you know who made them.
I found this picture from a Reddit post, and it looks like a pretty solid liminal space. I was surprised that I had never seen this before, considering the amount of years this has been my job. Nobody in the comments section seemed to know where this was, so I searched for it on Google and found a similar image. This time, there's no building in the distance, and the chair is moved in a different spot. I would spend the next couple of minutes trying to find this place, because surely it wouldn't be that hard to find. I mean, it's a massive stretch of buildings that seem to go on forever, right on the shoreline. But then I noticed something. and it's not a good something. If we take a closer look at either image, it starts to not make sense. These pictures aren't real, they are AI generated.
AI generated?
Buildings start to morph into themselves, and on top of everything, it has that early AI grain to it, if you know what I mean. As much as I'd love for this place to exist, as far as I know, it doesn't. So guys, this is from Jaden Salads, it's me. Keep AI away from my liminal spaces, and keep it away from the liminal space subreddit. Thank you.
One of the most popular...
Just tell people it's AI. You don't need to not use it to generate those images.
Pictures on the liminal space subreddit is this one right here. The caption says, "My view from the laundry room looks fake." I definitely agree with that. It looks like something straight out of Gary's mod, and everyone in the comment section seems to agree. But anyway, the comment section also has our answer. The original poster says that this was taken at the University of Kansas in Lawrence, Kansas.
The following image is taken from the film Us, which came out back...
Yeah, that's the image I saw earlier this stream with all the bunnies.
In 2019. I didn't have to do any Reddit searching for this one because I've already seen this movie. Aside from the scenes which show this rabbit tunnel, the movie isn't the most liminal thing in the world, so I wouldn't really check it out if you're expecting over an hour of liminality. It's definitely one of the movies of all time, I'll say that.
What's up, guys? It's Brugly, and I'm actually not here to cover a liminal space. I know, but trust me, you're gonna want to listen to it.
It's an announcement. I'm not gonna look at this in this stream.
If you're from Texas, then you're gonna like this one. If you've ever been to a Buc-ee's gas station, then you're fully aware of how liminal everything can be. Not only is the inside of the building reminiscent of SCP-3008, we can see here just how ominous the exterior can be. I'm not entirely sure where this exact picture was taken at, but considering that every Buc-ee's is nearly identical, I thought I'd go to my local Buc-ee's and try to capture the same photo.
That's a lot of gas pumps.
What is that, like a breaker? I sound stupid. What kind of thing would be in that? It's kind of ruining the liminal space, I think. Yeah.
You want to file free? Hit it.
That's 15 seconds long. And I can't skip it either.
'99 on original film or New York.
Alright, get this. It's on the video setting.
That doesn't count though, because you don't know if that's the actual location.
This liminal space is something straight
this one
out
is
of Gary's mod, and I was pretty surprised to find out that this was a real place. Luckily for me, this wasn't too hard to find. If you couldn't tell already, there appears to be an arcade past the front doors, so I looked up Time Zone Arcade Concrete Wall. I clicked on the first result, which took me to an article about the arcade's history. Feel free to read this for yourself, as it actually gives a lot of insight into the construction of this liminal space. Anyway, the article gives us the location, and it's located at Time Zone Christchurch Central in Christchurch, New Zealand.
A lot of people are going to argue that this isn't technically a liminal space. It's not a transitional period between two places. It's full of people, which usually goes against the rules of a liminal image. But because of how chaotic and dreamlike this is, I can't help but talk about it.
Yeah, I couldn't help but buy it.
I began with trying to find any clues in the image, and if you look in the top right corner, there's a South African flag. I then looked up South African food court and went to images. The liminal space is from the Canal Walk Shopping Center in Cape Town, South Africa. I can't tell you why, but this place is so fascinating to me. Like anytime I look at a picture of the food court, I get trapped in its beauty. It really is something out of a Dead Rising game.
Using a firearm for self-defense is our God-given right as Americans, Thomas.
Anyway, I looked around the other parts of the shopping center to see if the rest of the building looks as crazy as the food court. To my dismay, it does not look as crazy as the food court. It actually looks very nice. I really hope to visit this location one day, and if not, I'm sure I'll be here in my dreams pretty soon.
Guys, this ominous picture was posted onto the Liminal Space subreddit 4 years ago. The title of the post says, Haida Park Soltau in Germany at night. Thanks to this guy on Reddit, I looked up this place on Google, and it turns out to be an amusement park. But we still don't know where the picture was actually located. So I got a bird's eye view of the park on Google Maps, and found this little neighborhood in the top left. This is where the photo was taken, and if you're wanting to live in one of these houses for a day, then check out the Haida Park Holiday Camp Resort. I mean, it seems pretty badass.
Now, most of you probably
This is getting a lot of easy answers. That's satisfying.
know the origins of this one already, but I thought I'd remind everyone of how liminal this really is. If you're not familiar,
This is from I Spy, isn't it?
this picture is taken from the iconic book I Spy Fantasy, a book of picture riddles. This particular image, titled City Blocks, is one of my favorite from the I Spy series. You take a break from reality and get a glimpse into a whole nother dimension, where we're the tiny people on the observatory, looking out into this nostalgic, fever-dreamed utopia. I'll show a few different ones on screen, but there's so many weirdcore/dreamcore type photography in these old I Spy books. And if you guys have never seen the behind the scenes on how these pictures are made, it's pretty world-breaking. It's pretty crazy.
The picture I'll be talking about is actually one that a lot of you guys have probably seen. It's appeared numerous times in liminal space compilation videos, but now I have an answer to the question, where did this come from? To my surprise, it leads all the way back to a Reddit post from September 4th, 2020. It says, I made my own liminal space in Blender.
Oh, it's Blender.
If you don't know, Blender is a 3D modeling software, meaning that this liminal space isn't real. Now that I know this, it's pretty noticeable that this is all 3D rendered, but it's still a great image nonetheless.
As you could probably guess, I'm a big fan of gas station liminal spaces. You show up from somewhere, you get your gas, and then you go to the next destination. It's literally in between two things. With that said, this picture is one of the most recognizable gas station spaces. I'm pretty sure
It looks pretty.
that I tried finding this one on my own a few years ago, but came up short. But could you possibly guess where I finally found the origin? Please leave a comment. What little orange-white alien helped me find the origins to the picture? A random comment on a 3-year-old Reddit post taught me that a photographer named Matt Dunlap took this picture. I believe that the first instance of this being posted was on Matt's Instagram back in early 2020. I don't know the exact location for this one, but we do have the origins, and we like to find the origins of things on this channel. It'll do.
This liminal space is located at the Meow Wolf Omega Mart in Las Vegas, Nevada. I know this location personally because I've actually been to this place multiple times before. If you're not familiar with Meow Wolf, it's basically a giant interactive art piece. There's quite a few of them across the United States already.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio, now with new crispy pickle fries.
But with the one in Las Vegas, you start out inside of a supermarket. But whenever you uncover a certain door, it'll take you to a new part of the building, which is super surreal. I would tell you guys more about this liminal experience, but I'm actually planning on meeting up with Jaden and Brugli in Las Vegas on their trip. I hope to see you guys there.
For the last picture, it is this one. It's not the most interesting picture, but it definitely feels like something out of a distant memory when I was younger. For some reason, when I first saw this, it did feel familiar, and not even just in a liminal type way. It was familiar because the pink house is the same one seen in those memes from back in the day. You've probably seen multiple versions of this. Anyway, a little digging online would show me that these houses are on the coastline of Santa Monica, California. It's a pretty popular spot to visit and take pictures at, and the houses are even in GTA 5. But if we go back to the liminal space, you might notice that the house on the left isn't black, it's green. So I found photos of what that home used to look like before it turned dark.
If you're currently watching the video, then I thank you for making it to the end. I hope you're also going to stick around for the road trip series. It's going to be epic. I mean, 2 weeks.
Okay. There's a road trip video of this.
Over the next 12 days, me and Backrooms YouTuber Brugly are going to embark on a journey that no one else has gone on before, a liminal space road trip. We are quite literally going to visit some of the most popular liminal space and Backrooms images in real life. And I highly doubt that there's another
I knew that's what it would be, and that's why I clicked on this.
person stupid enough to spend their time and money on this like we are about to. We'll be visiting places like the Backrooms, the Windows XP Hill, the Stop Sign Photo, the Liminal Taco Bell, Backrooms Level 5, Backrooms Level 11, and literally so much more. The road trip is going to be documented by both me and Brugly for the next 2 weeks on each of our channels, so be sure to sit back, relax, tell your friends, and enjoy the series. Also, be sure to check out my Instagram, because I'll be taking a lot of questions and answers from you guys on there, and who knows, maybe we'll do a little meetup in one of the cities we go to. To begin with, I had to fly out to Kentucky to meet up with Jared, better known as Brugly. I'm pretty scared of flying, but it turned out okay, and I also got a triple dipper from Chili's at the airport, which was also okay. Eventually, I finally landed, and it was time to see my boy. Dude, what's up? Come on, man. There was a high possibility of scaring the Huz at the airport because my luggage had a little too much aura. We spent around 2 days hanging out in Kentucky to get ready for this trip. And luckily for us, there's quite a few liminal spaces that are already in the area. The first one being the houses from Backrooms Level 94.
Okay, there they are.
These aren't actually the houses from that image, but we will be visiting those ones in a few episodes. The backstory behind this location is that Jared used to actually live in one of these cursed homes. So Jared, you used to live here, right?
I did.
And you said it kind of made you mad. Like, you kind of went insane.
It made me have derealization, bro. Every single morning I woke up, I looked at my window, and I saw my own house over and over and over again. People always outside, no privacy. Everything echoes. The walls are paper thin. It's modern suburban hell.
Suburban hell! That's what it's called.
Suburban hell. That's truly like what it is, bro.
I like this little skate ramp somebody made. Nice. I should have brought my Heelys.
Okay.
I think that's a good point, though. Just the lack of, like, nature. There's no trees. You said there's no animals.
No animals.
Where are they going to go? They can't live here.
I'll tell you that much for free.
I don't think that pictures or videos will ever do it justice for just how wild this neighborhood looks in person. It's not only something straight out of a Backrooms level, it's also on par with the houses in Despicable Me or Cat in the Hat. If I saw someone walking down my house just recording,
It looks like a really hot place. It looks like it's really hot.
Wouldn't think it, not this night, bro. I wouldn't think anything of it, bro, to be honest. I mean, I'm telling you, there's
some cookies sweeten your holidays,
It's January, by the way.
while the wrong ones slow down your.
some like weird people that come in this place.
do you think people who aren't into liminal spaces, like, you think they feel the feeling it gives them? They just don't know the word for it?
Maybe subconsciously, you know? I mean, if you live in a place like this, you have to.
Well, I kind of felt it when I went to Wyoming in 2018.
You wake up every day and you see your house over and over and over again. You're in that in-between space. You have nothing, but you also have a house at the same time.
How much was rent? Can you tell everybody how much rent was?
$1,700 a month, bro.
$1,700 a month.
It's about $2,000 a month.
Were you allowed to, like, customize your house in any way, or?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They're all just empty, bro.
Jeez. Overall, I think that this place is very liminal, and be sure to stick around to the end because I'll be doing a tier list of all the places we go to. But yeah, there are real people who live in this personification of suburban hell. Jared was one of them, and feel free to spend around $2,000 a month to live here in Richmond, Kentucky. This is kind of like some, like Fruitiger Arrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Fruitiger Arrow in the back rooms. There were quite a few people watching us from their porch, and I thought it was pretty funny just seeing grown men recording us for their own safety. The next location was the Richmond, Kentucky Mall. It opened shop in the late 80s and has seemingly struggled to maintain any significant traction ever since its inception. While it does serve the local community, like being a hub to the DMV, a church, and an assortment of restaurants, you can't help but feel like it's on its last legs. We're at the Richmond Mall in Richmond, Kentucky, and I'm not from here, so I'll let Jared.
I am from. This is the small town mall that used to be very popular in my hometown. And now, as you can see, it's not very popular. There's nobody in here. We've seen like 3 people, and this town has like 40,000 people in it. 0 of them are in the mall.
It's a pretty big mall. Like, I'm from a small town, and this mall is like pretty good size actually.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple stores here. There's a
Christian bookstores.
There's
a wellness
church
spa,
right here.
5 churches.
There's a
DMVs in
autism
here.
place.
Well, we just got through going there actually.
Yeah, we got
unfortunately, the diagnosis is what we already knew. We do have the
There's like a
autism.
Hispanic restaurant at the very end, and that's what we're working with here. But
Yeah.
this is pretty liminal. I'd give it like a
liminal out of 10, probably.
Liminal out of 10.
I'd say so.
So what do you think kind of killed the mall? Just the creation of like online shopping and stuff, or
I think that that's a piece of it, obviously, but I couldn't tell you. Like, I think this is what people like, right? Like walkable city type thing.
well, we don't have third spaces anymore.
This would be a third space, classified.
Some leftover water. Is this the almond water in the back rooms?
It sure is.
Okay, here's what you want to do. You want to take this, you want to drink
And you want to drink it?
and your sanity goes, that comes back.
Oh, it helps the sanity. Okay. Nice.
That looks real.
That's like 17. Show that to the camera again. That was like 17 upvotes on the Reddit.
You guys think that's 17 upvotes?
Guys, comment down below. How many upvotes would you
Is that
give
five?
this?
Is that 5 karma? Maybe.
That's like 5 karma.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Whoa!
Here's the DMV, bro. The driver's license, regional office. I sat right here like 2 months ago with my ex. Right there. These exact 2 seats. We're gonna burn that chair to the ground, brother. We'll put it in the trash heap.
Where's your ex now? Is she in the back room? Did you send her to the back rooms?
Frankly, I did.
Is that what?
Level 90.
Did you send your ex to the back rooms?
I did. And I want to go this one, actually.
That's fair. Just so you know, guys, everything you watch isn't real. It's all fake.
Guys, leave a comment if Jaden Salads is thick, bro. I kind of think he is. Okay, that works too.
Here I said, leave a comment if I'm gay. And as soon as I said that and took a picture, an innocent lady walked into the room and got flashbanged by my camera.
Deploying flashbang.
I'm gay. So that was funny. I actually liked the Richmond Mall a lot. It was a bit underwhelming and there wasn't much to do, but there's something very wholesome and special about it. While we were filming, there was quite a few people, both old and young, just walking around to get some steps in. And like I said, it's the home to a church, a Christian bookstore, and a few other places that help the community come together just a little closer. And we need more of that in the world. After we hit the mall, we went across the street to get some Starbucks. I got a pumpkin spice latte, better known as a PSL. It'll be the first of many on this trip. And for some reason, I thought it was acceptable to record my reaction to this absolutely obliterated toilet in the bathroom. Okay. The next location is actually a popular photo online. There's a good chance you've seen this before, and it's somehow the same college that Jared attended. I swear to God, this guy's life has taken place in the back rooms.
Bro, is this liminal, dude?
Is this liminal space?
We're in liminal spaces right now, guys. So we're coming up on where it's at.
Here, so just for some context, Brood, I'm not calling you fucking Brood. What was
Jared.
that?
My name's Jared.
So just for some context for this liminal space, Jared, this is your
My college, bro.
this was your college.
This is where I had 3 of the worst years of my life. Actually, they're pretty good, but I did drop out to make YouTube videos.
I was gonna say, if you had any advice, I never went to college, thankfully, but
I would say go, bro. I would say go. Why not? But at the end of the day,
if you have a YouTube channel about back
if you have
rooms,
a bathroom YouTube channel, you should drop out.
might want to lock in and do.
There's the
Snapchat, bro. Can I
location.
sign up for you?
Being at this location in person was actually crazy. I've seen this image so many times, and to essentially be inside of the picture was something else. The vibes were great, the people were nice. There was like 1,000 different girls who kept asking for me and Jared's phone number, but we were like, get away, we're too busy, we're trying to find liminal spaces. If one of those girls are watching right now, I'm not sorry. Shout out to everybody at BSU though. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a tier list for the places we've been to so far. And ignore the bottom two, it wouldn't let me add less than 5 images, so this is what we got. To start out, we went to the Backrooms level 94 type neighborhood where Jared used to live. And being in this place was genuinely pretty crazy.
Okay, that's the tier list.
See, it's a great liminal space. It's like a bordering between Out of This World and Great Liminal Space, but I'll leave it there for now. The next one was the Richmond Mall, and I think that was a good liminal space. That's just how I feel. Feel free to disagree in the comments section. And for the last one, it was the Eastern Kentucky University, aka Backroom State University. This one was pretty good as well, so I'd probably just put that in. I would put that in good as well. Then, of course, the pumpkin spice latte is Out of This World, and sad Jared saying bye. We'll put that in meh. For the last day in Kentucky, we just hung out, got some Olive Garden, and look how good this food is. And guys, let me tell you, I've never been to Kentucky before. I've never had any expectations on what Kentucky even looks like, but it is one of the most beautiful states I've seen so far. At the end of the day, I hung out with Jared and his friends.
Subscribe to Jaden Salads.
Endorse me.
Subscribe to Jaden Salads.
Is there anything you want to say to the people?
There's only one thing. Subscribe to Jaden Salads.
What's your...
I'm gonna end the stream.